Let's give Draculesti a try. This is a Dracula dating sim where you are Renfield. You've been trapped in Dracula's castle. And you are gonna date someone and try to get out. Someone had issues with Pilatro? That's surprising. So many people have streamed that. Some things are weird. Sometimes you just have to decide whether game capture or display capture is going to be better. Romania, 1931, Castle Dracula. The art, beautiful. I, Roger M. Renfield, hold on, I need to set a timer. I, Roger M. Renfield, have been sent by the Harker and Hawkins law firm to complete the sale of a number of English properties to the castle's master, Prince Dracula. Daddy? Sorry. Though Dracula has been hospitable, his domain is less so. Ghosts haunt the halls of this oversized tomb, alongside other unnameable creatures, men made of smoke and ash. My host swears they're nothing but bad dreams. And yes, it's true, I have a history of waking nightmares. That I've lost good years in a sanitarium. Oh! Since when do nightmares leave handprints? Renfield, my baby! No amount of charm and hard liquor can fully convince me the monsters aren't there. The more Dracula plies me with them, the less I trust him, too. Who can I rely on in this terrible place? Ooh, continue as usual or skip to new possibilities. I mean, I guess this is locked, so I guess we have to continue as usual. 15th of February, 1931. Our nightcap knocks me out until sunset the following day. You slept a whole day? I'm a total disgrace. And I feel like shit. Well, I feel like shit. Oh, yeah. Feeling like a massive sack of shit. Feeling like a big old duffel bag of shit. Bo Burnham fans know what I'm doing. Okay. Someone's come through and left documents on my desk. I'm absurdly late for work. Some dialogue might be locked. Yeah, and some of it might be like, if you play it a second time, you get different options. Yeah, there's nowhere I can put it that it won't eventually hide something. Then y'all have to look at me, unfortunately. Hi, Yeti, how's it going? Okay. Someone's come through and left documents on the desk. I'm absurdly late for work. At least there'll be a distraction from everything that happened last night, my own conduct included. Alongside the documents is a breakfast tray. Scrambled eggs, bacon, grilled tomato, and hash browns. Most of it looks delicious. Can't say I want the bacon, but in these parts, best to eat it and avoid any undue attention. Thank you, Rubik's. Besides the plate, a freshly cut rose is being used as a paperweight, keeping a delicate piece of stationery in place. I move the rose aside and look at the message. Master Renfield, I apologize for the disturbances last night. Do not feel guilty for being distressed by the condition of our home. It makes terrible noises that stoke worse ideas. If you'd like a tamer evening, there'll be tea in the parlor where we ate yesterday. I've invited the brides for a proper introduction. Theodora is eager to hear about her new home. The brides, multiple? Multiple? Thank you. I appreciate that, Rubik's. Present yourself at the parlor between 7 and 8 if you have any interest. Otherwise, best of luck with your work. Prince Dracula. That's a very civil note. As I eat breakfast, I consider my next move. Whatever I do now will set the tone for our relationship from here out. Should I try to patch things over or let the wound fester? Furthermore, there's that forbidden, haunted bathroom. My bathroom. Closest to the tower, anyway. Best to confront new fears as soon as possible. I can't spend this whole trip afraid of a sink. Not is he gonna suck your blood getting auto-modded? Come on, we're playing a vampire game. You have to ask. Probably. But maybe in like a sexy way? We'll find out. If I don't attend tea, I ought to confirm the ghost was nothing but a trick of the faulty lights, lest I develop a new phobia. Besides, I never did get to shave last night. What'll it be, Renfield? Heed your master's call, or brave your creepy toilet? Okay, so we get to decide between going to tea with Dracula or checking out a toilet ghost. And now, me personally, and I'm not here to hate on toilet ghosts, but tea with Dracula does sound more pleasant, so I think I'm gonna go with that one. It would be rude not to take him up on his offer. He's my host, after all, and when he saw me jumping at shadows last night, he was uncommonly polite about it. I might have already offended him, scared over nothing but the creaks and strange shapes of an old castle. I hope I haven't ruined our relationship before it's even started. Tucking my hair behind my ears. Dracula with the bathroom ghost. True. He is just your blood. Well, we'll find out. At 7 on the dot, I step inside the parlor. Dracula waits on the sofa with a rail guide in his hands. He's totally absorbed and doesn't acknowledge me until I'm about at the coffee table. Ah, evening, Master Renfield. Planning your trip? Look at Renfield, he's so cute! He has such long eyelashes. I thought we'd charter a boat, but then I remembered Bistrita had a rail service. Now I'm wondering if that's easier. He does have a baby face. Look at how cute he is. The menstrual blood question is wild. I'm sure someone has thought about that in a vampire book before. Like, surely there's an answer somewhere, but I don't know it. It'd have to be, wouldn't it? There's a lot of coast between Romania and Britain. Wasn't always like this. Strange how the world turns. Once they didn't think it turned at all. I remember when the trolley rattles through the parlor door. The bride in the old-fashioned dress pushes a tea tray alongside us. Okay, hold on. I do need to move myself so that you can see this character. Face cam. Myself up in this corner until I block something else. Okay, so this is the bride. She moves the teacups and saucers to the table, then offers us milk and sugar. Dracula refuses both. Just milk, thanks. There's a range of sweets on the middle shelf of the trolley. Care to join us, Theodora? She looks at me with disinterest, but takes a seat regardless. Comfortable, Master Renfield? Oh, yes. I hold my cup between my hands. In the mountain climate, any extra source of warmth is pleasant. It heats the joints of my fingers where the fireplace doesn't fully reach. I'm a bit stiff from work. The break is worthwhile. My husband says you're from London. She doesn't pour herself any. Her hands fold over each other and across her lap like a large, pale butterfly. Theodora is maybe half Dracula's middle-ish age. Younger than me, certainly. Yet she has manners I haven't seen outside my father's work parties. They make them different in the Balkans. A night on the town in Berlin would give her a heart attack. London originally, yes. Is it nice? Is it nice? What do I say to that? It's London. Whether it's any good doesn't matter. It happens to people whether they like it or not. It'll happen to her soon. There's always something to do, always something to see. Everything you'd want from a metropolis. But you left. But I left. Sad seeing her obvious discomfort with her husband's plans. I don't know if leaving will be an option for her. She doesn't seem to have had any say in them going. Well, Theodora is apprehensive about whether or not we'll fit in. If civilization is worth bothering with if it refuses to take us. She forgets we've never needed anyone's permission or acceptance to thrive. He reaches over the arms of both sofas to hold her shoulder. His grip on her is sturdy and resolute. He's not offering typical reassurance. It says, you should know this. Remember who we are. There are good people in England. That much is true. Shrugging Dracula off, Theodora reaches for the middle shelf of her trolley. Enough of that. How about a piece of cake? I am not surprised people have discussed that on the internet. That sounds exactly right. She rummages through. There are a few choices. Sponge, meringue, torte. All that just for 3? No, for you. Vlad and I are both allergic. Yes, we're allergic to cake. That's it. To cake? Celiac. A strict meat diet with plenty of wine and coffee to wash it down. Or tea. He sculls his cup, leaving only the dregs. But you've gone to such an effort with these. It's fun baking. When I was young, I liked to bake. Bread, mostly. Now there's never any reason, unless we have a visitor. She made them from scratch. So-called princess baking for a commoner? Which will you start with? Oh, does this have consequences? Will this action have consequences? I'm stressed. What kind of cake should I have? I'm gonna go sponge. A delicate chocolate-covered cube with a little swirl of cream on top. Here you are. She takes it from the trolley. It's on a bread plate that matches the cup and saucer. All their dinnerware seems to match. Amazing how the other half lives. I could go for a chocolate cube right now. I think that would hit. When I pluck it from the plate, it's immediately obvious something is wrong. Oh no. The cube is too hard, like the mixture wasn't beaten properly. Even through the chocolate glaze, I can feel it's stiffer than sponge cake should be. If she's allergic, maybe she's never eaten them. I feel bad for judging. Thank you. Oh, I would do the same thing. I would eat it and say, wow, this is great. I've had a chocolate orange. They're good. Like a unexpected flavor combo. I bite in. It's got an almost quiche-y consistency. The overpowering almond flavor certainly helps distract from the texture, though. I eat it too quickly. Maybe she'll take it as a compliment? Rather than a desperate need to get it over and done with? She looks surprised. Was it any good? Her dewy, doe-eyed stare puts me on the back foot. She's suspicious of me. Can I lie convincingly enough to overcome that? Even if she doesn't believe me, that might be better than damaging her pride. At the end of the day, she did give me cake. Being honest would show respect, though. She can improve before she bakes for someone else. Avoid upsetting her future English neighbors. Oh, what to do, what to do. Ugh. Spare her feelings or respect her intelligence. When they put it like that, I feel like I have to be honest. Though normally, I am very much a people pleaser. Like, I personally would be like, this is the best cake I've ever eaten. Thank you so much. Yes, I'll eat another slice, definitely. Oh no, I'm so full. Anyway, I have to leave. But in this game, and I'd be honest, even though I'm scared, not bad by any means. The icing was a good consistency, and it was very flavorsome. But her eyes somehow get waterier. The edges of her mouth tremble. Am I really about to bully a 20-year-old over her cooking? No! Oh my god. I feel so much regret. I'm sorry you got timed out, Rubik's. Welcome back. Cooking she can't eat because she's allergic to it? Yeah, the little vampire lady cooked him a weird chocolate cube that tasted bad. But the way they framed it was spare her feelings or respect her intelligence. And I was like, well, I have to show her I respect her. But now I feel terrible. I feel like the worst person in the world, actually. Oh, hit the brakes. Lie, man, lie. It was over all too soon. What am I supposed to do with myself now? Her tears immediately dry and she jolts straight in her seat. Wonderful news. Millennial Echo, welcome in. This is called Draculesti. It is a horror dating sim where you are Renfield in Dracula's castle, and you have to find your way out, potentially taking one of his guests with you, depending on who you choose to romance. Oh no, I forgot there were more! Changing the other two plates with the empty one in front of me, she thunks each of them proudly upon the table. Maybe they're not all bad? Surveying the crumbling edifice of Tort and the goopy half-formed swamp of meringue, any optimism I had about the journey ahead disappears. Bon appetit! Well, at least she's happy. Once I finished all 3 cakes, Theodora loads the trolley and prepares to leave. Thank you for the pleasure of your company, Master Renfield. The pleasure was all mine. Thank you, Mistress Theodora. Princess Theodora. Princess. She curtsies bouncily. The trolley rattles off along the corridor to whatever distant part of the castle the kitchens are in. Guess I'll be going too. Work to be done. I appreciate how understanding you've been about how late I slept. Not to worry, everyone's nocturnal here. If you were up at dawn, you would be the odd man out. Allergic to sunlight, too? I know! Millennial Echo. I know. There's a reason. There's a reason that this is one of the demos we're playing today. They made everyone so fine. Actually, yes. Why did I make that joke? Whenever I think I've got a chance of clawing into his good graces, I waste it on a social gaffe. Aren't I a credit to my firm? Renfield is someone who works for Dracula. Not like a servant. Usually he's... In this, he's like a lawyer who's helping Dracula, like, sell or buy property or something. I think he's something similar in a lot of Dracula stories. I'm pretty sure you could woo Dracula. Constant malnutrition makes us pale, faulty. Our eyes can't stand the light. All 4 of you? It's hard to believe, of course. A whole family of nocturnal celiacs with vision problems. Oh well, birds of a feather flock together. These things do happen. Who am I to question it? Renfield. Come on. I'm glad you've got each other for comfort. Standing, I smooth out my suit and dislodge a few crumbs. Well then. Wait. He throws a hand out at hip height to stop me. It connects briefly against my right side, the flat of his palm over my pocket. As your employer, what if I commanded you to stay? I don't know. What if you did? The princely fantasy of his might have gone a bit too far. The book? Yeah, Dracula by Bram Stoker. It's from the, I want to say 1800s? Okay, so Dracula it just said, we got on a tangent. Dracula said, what if I commanded you to stay as your employer? Which was very sexy. But Renfield says this princely fantasy of his might have gone a bit too far. Commanded? I've got a business contract. This isn't the military or a court. He stares, full of human desperation. I don't think this is a professional interaction on any level. So we could do, I would disobey, goodnight, Dracula, or I could be convinced. And me personally, I could be convinced. There's bourbon in the cabinet. Stay, drink, talk. I don't need a lot of convincing. I turn to face the wall and move for the liquor cabinet door instead. Bottom shelf, the bottle with the rose pattern. Beside the glasses, I grab both. When I turn back toward the sofas, I notice the door to the hall is closed. The Dracula remains seated in the same position as before. Flirty harpsichord moment! There's a documentary on YouTube. Oh, that's cool. I recently went on like an hour-long Wikipedia deep dive about Dracula because I was playing Curse of Strahd with some of my friends. And I was curious how like the Strahd lore fit in with like canonical Dracula lore and stuff like that. Yeah, the music's really pretty. Bat Daddy, I would call him that. Stealthy. I tip the neck of the bottle at the hall.
Hey, listen!
Castle's skit draft. You'll acclimate. Welcome in, thank you for the follow. Placing the bottle on the table, he scoops it right back up, pouring the glasses as fast as I can get them and the coasters down. He plucks his from the table without spilling a drop and extends for a toast before I've got mine. We toast. To better prospects and happier futures. Sure. That. We drink. His first sip takes half the glass, but after that he slows right down, dipping at it like a hummingbird. I take it at an average pace. Typically, I let my clients lead interactions to avoid being pushy or misreading their mood. Dracula's special. A force of personality, but there's an unease beneath. Fear I don't see in clients in Amsterdam or Paris or Warsaw. It's quiet out here. There's power in being untouchable. That's not the type he wants now. What if there was something in reach? Something within his grasp? Yes, it's only in demo. I'm so sorry. It should be out soon. It was on Steam Next Fest. So hopefully by the end of the year, we can get full Renfield Dracula gay romance. No expected date. No! If I may, why England? Why do you think? His voice is flat, almost a rhetorical question. He rotates his glass in one hand like a pot on a wheel, inspecting the smooth surface for imperfections. Because you're lonely here, or because you're bored here? That's a tough one. Let's try because you're bored. I don't want to insult him because apparently he has one to several wives. But lonely is more flirty, right? Like, you don't have to be lonely. I can keep you company. I closed my eyes and clicked. I don't know what we just missed. Are the three of them enough? No. He smirks and looks over my way. Maybe 4. Dot dot dot. No. That's not what he meant. Perish the thought. Now, I ought to warn you, bigamy is illegal in the United Kingdom. All 3 of your marriages are certified and not just what you're calling your girlfriends. Not to worry, none of them are recognized in any of your courts of law. Which would leave me open for a British match, wouldn't it? To an open-minded woman? Of course. Who said anything about women? Oh my god, happy Pride Month. Oh my god. The prince is going to destroy me. Extreme gay panic moment. That's so real. That's a separate matter entirely. Let's hope progress can be made there too. Hold on. With respect to librarians and working with kids, you teach a good important reading. In the world, it can open up and they'll likely carry that for the rest of their lives. Oh, you're a librarian? That's awesome. Waning attention span these days, so many more demands on my time than when I was a kid. I try to read as often as I can. Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind. I love meeting other library folks. I love working with kids too. It's so fun. I know, I'm blushing so hard at this Dracula romance. I want the full game, but I can't stream it. I can't play this stream on stream. I get too embarrassed. He toasts the air with his 2/3 empty glass, never for one moment breaking eye contact. His expression is insufferably smug. Oh, not a librarian, just positively affected. Oh, I love that still, though. I love meeting other library enjoyers. We need more of those. We really need more of those right now. But I'm happy to hear that the library made such an impact on you. Okay. The expression is insufferably smug. And devastatingly, forget it. Not just the loneliness that's getting to me. No mere land baron, Roger. Roger's fine, isn't it? But an investment manager of sorts. It's a bad idea to question where old money came from. Whether he's a war profiteer or a patent hoarder, that's information I generally prefer not to know. Sure, Roger is fine. There's one particular investor I'm an agent for. Till now, he's comfortable with the focus on Romania, the limited pool of Romanian business. Times have rapidly changed, which means to sustain the relationship, I must move to a larger pond. England. London, England. Population twice that of Transylvania, half that of all Romania, crushed within a single city. Given the recession, I'm sure the gents at Canary Wharf will be excited for an extra source of income. Canary Wharf. I was thinking Cannery Row. That's my bad. I can't read good. Anyway, needs new lifeblood, and I need fresh donies. Sounds like it'll be a perfect symbiotic relationship. And if it's not, well, he tosses back the last of his drink. Could be the end of me. Not the end of him. I won't go down without a fight. Oh my god. I survived too many setbacks to die in this wretched century, surrounded by foes who couldn't hold a candle or a sword to the enemies of the past. Dracula can't be older than 55, and I would have put him somewhere in his mid-40s. This part of the continent is supposed to have changed a lot since the start of the 1900s. I hate to think what he went through in his youth. We will get you your happy ending. That's a promise. Oh my god, stop flirting in front of me! Donnies means women. Oh, okay. I'm missing library chatter. Russell, hi! How's it going? Russell, it's so good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Enjoy your public library. I know! Like, happy ending, hello? I promise. Those aren't like they used to be either. I want to believe yours. I promise, then, Roger. To stand at Carfax together, pat off the riches of England, and laugh at the idea fate might have stopped us. Since there's nothing left in his glass to toast with, he lifts it high overhead where the ceiling light pools inside. I drain mine and hold it out as proof. We both laugh. It's not just the bourbon that's raised our spirits. Mine is high, hoarse, embarrassing. I rein it in as fast as I can. He rolls and stretches out, settles deep, warms the air between us. Selfish bedmate of a laugh. Oh my god. I'm losing it. Until he wakes to some unhappy reality and his face returns to its disdainful default. We're nowhere near the end yet. Starved here. Paperwork will be done soon. Hunt. Tomorrow. Yes, a hunt. Roger, come hunting tomorrow. Oh, he meant literally starved. Is there any game near the castle? Maybe back at the bottom of the cliff path, but that's hours away. We keep our eyes out. Done much hunting? I'm a city man, so no? City man who had a city girlhood. 2 strikes against it ever happening. Oh my gosh, Roger trans confirmed? Hold on. Is that what we're all thinking? Like Roger's trans? That explains why he's so beautiful. Look at those eyelashes. The art is so pretty. The art is so pretty. Books and development growing up. Oh yeah, being a librarian's great. Hi Kelly G, good sleep. It was so good seeing you. I'm sorry that I didn't get to play the putt game while you were here. Don't worry about the game. Bring your warmest clothes and your sharpest glasses. I've never come home empty-handed. All right. I set the glass on the table. You're on. It'll be an exciting reward after hours of paperwork. I ought to head to bed. Fix the sleep schedule before it gets any worse. Not to worry. Like I said, we're creatures of the dark. Works for some, and I'm no early bird myself, but there's a limit. This time when I stand, he doesn't block the exit. There's a flicker in his eyes. Sad, calculating. Someone who's had something taken has a plan to get it back. Good night, Dracula. Glad. I bow my head to him and leave the room. Okay. I think we're gonna save here. Wait, why did I save in slot 42? Girl, whatever. I hope I remember that. Okay. Do we get to like an end point? Okay. I'm gonna quit here. This is a really good demo, and I like it a lot. But just because it's getting... We have so many to get through. So we'll pause there on that. We have a few more demos, y'all.